Hi there, my name is Joelle, and this is a Let's Be Creative video with the Luther Burbank Center for the Arts. One of the things that I really enjoy about theater is observation. Why do you think observation is so important in theater? Do you have any ideas? We're going to read a story today that has to do with observation, and I'm also going to share with you a fun game and exercise that you can even try at home or wherever you practice acting. So let's go ahead and read that story. This is one of my favorite stories, and it's called Be a Friend by Selena Yoon. And let's see if you can tell all the parts of observing in this book. Do you know what observing is? Watching and learning. Let's take a read. Dennis was an ordinary boy who expressed himself in extraordinary ways. See the pictures? Everyone called him Mime Boy. Do you know what a mime is? Dennis didn't speak a word. He would only act in scenes. So a mime doesn't use words. They only act out what they're trying to tell people. And here he is, pulling a rope, making a box, riding a bicycle, climbing downstairs. Can you do any of those? Let's give it a try. Are you ready? Let's pull the rope. Oh, can you make a box? Can you ride a bicycle? This one's tricky. I have a hard time with that one. What about going downstairs? Good job! Let's read more about Dennis. Some children would show and tell in class. There they are. Dennis would mime instead. Egg, caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly. Some children like to climb a tree, but Dennis was happy to be a tree. But even trees get lonely sometimes. Dennis felt invisible, like no one could see him. It was as if he were standing on the other side of a wall until one day Dennis kicked an imaginary ball. And someone caught it. Her name was Joy. There was no wall between Dennis and Joy. It was more like a mirror. They saw the world the same way. They're pretending to be on a seesaw. Dennis and Joy didn't speak a word because friends don't have to. Sometimes you don't have to say anything when you're with friends. Do you have a friend like that? But they laughed out loud with jazz hands. Can you show me jazz hands? For all the world to see. And there they are. How wonderful! I really like that story, not only because Dennis found a friend in Joy, but also because this book shows how wonderful observation can truly be. So watching and learning is very important in theater. When you're on stage, do you always talk? Do you always have something to say? No. Sometimes you're reacting and you're on stage and you're you're showing an emotion to what someone else is saying, right? Well, observation comes in handy to learn how to do that. So let's play a quick exercise to see how observation comes in handy. I'm going to act something out. I'm going to act out a story, and I want you to observe to see just what I'm doing in that story. Let's see if you can tell what that story is. Here we go. Could you tell what was happening? Did you notice that I picked up a flower and I smelled it, and then I picked up two more, but what happened on the third one? What was going on? There was a bee. You're right, there was a bee, and I tried to get away from it, and finally I had to run away. You observed what was going on in that story. Let's try another one. Here's the second story. Let's see if you can tell what's going on. Could you tell what happened in that story? That's right. I was walking along and somebody yelled to me. They said, "Hey, Joelle, there's a ball that we accidentally hit over there or kicked over there." And so I threw it back. And then right when I was about to leave, they did it again. So I had to throw it back again. I was a good helper. Now we're going to try another short game that you can do along with me, or practice at home, or with your other acting friends. I would like for you to act out. You can use words if you want to, or just do it silently. I want you to act out being a firefighter. Ready? The first thing that pops into your head. Oh, the hose is so heavy. Or maybe we have to wear an oxygen pack on our back, and we have to walk, and we gotta grab an axe, knock down the door. Man, those firefighters are strong. Now how about we try being an astronaut on the moon? How about a ballerina? Very good. Did you try all of those things? Can you think of a couple more characters? Now let me ask you, have you ever been an astronaut? A real live astronaut? Have you ever been to the moon? Have you ever been a firefighter? Have you ever been a professional ballet dancer? I can tell you for a fact, I've never been any of those, but I've pretended to be all three. And do you know how I've pretended to be all three? By observing. When we see something, we can observe, and then we can pretend and act out what we see. So maybe we've never been an astronaut, but perhaps we've seen a TV show or a movie, or even read a book with pictures in it, or a book with a description of what it's like to be on the moon. So through observation, we can then turn it into acting on stage. All right, my friends, thank you for joining me for today. I hope you enjoyed the book and those few games, and I hope that you come back next Tuesday at 3:30 for another arts video. Have a great day.